Okay, we're going to look at delayed payments and how that works. And what it means is there are sometimes when you've taken out a loan, but you don't start your payment at the end of the first month. In fact, maybe you don't start up for 2 or 3 or maybe even 6 months. Some businesses set up their thing, they actually set it up that way, saying you don't have to pay for this amount of time, and it's just how it works. Well, how do you deal with that? You're going, the thing that you have to think about, the bank's not going to give you this for nothing. They're not going to just say, oh, you don't have to pay and don't worry about it. They're not doing it because it's nice. They still get all their interest. In fact, in those months when you aren't making payments, you're paying interest on the loan that you made. And so that's the big idea. So imagine Melanie takes out 100,000 Rand, and she's going to make equal monthly payments starting 3 months after granting the loan. The interest rate's 18% compounded monthly. Calculate the payments. Well, the key thing with it is now, you're using the present value deal, but you have the loan of 100,000, but you're going to have to do something. You're going to have to do something with that loan. She's missed the payment at the end of the first and second months. She didn't make any payments, so she missed for 2 months. Let's say she repays. Let's read this a little bit more. Okay. 3 months. Okay, so she's missed 2 months. She's going to make the payment at the end of the third month, but she's missed 2 months. She's missed the payment at the end of the first and the second month. So that's why you've got to take the 100,000 Rand and you've got to multiply it by 2 months worth of interest. So that's your new P. That's all. You're going to use this formula, but your new P is 100,000 increased by 2 months worth of interest. And you got to be careful, because instead of it being, like, go back here, she was talking about a 20-year loan. Instead of 20 times 12, she missed 2 payments. So you got to subtract 2 from 20 times 12, which is 240. N's going to be 38. So that's all she does. She takes the new P is 100,000 times this interest. And the new N is 238, but the interest is still all the same, and you're trying to find X. Now what I'd do is I'd put this in the calculator, then I'd go divided by all of this, and that would give me X. Now you can do some algebra, like show the next step. You could multiply the left side by the denominator, and then divide by the numerator of this fraction here, not including the x. That's how you'd solve for it. But I would just go this divided by this. It would give me 1,591 Rand and 35 cents. So if she if she misses 2 payments, loses 2 payments, take 2 off of the 240 and grow that 100,000 Rand by 2 months worth of interest. And that's the whole thing. That's how it works.